Hey, hey, hey! It's the Pacific Northwest Geek here. Echo Hero here. Chaw, 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 baby. I'm here for day 5 of 80's week 2025. And I will look at the 1988 movie, the 1988 Western Young Guns. A movie that's got a hell of a cast. Terrence Stamp, Jack Palance, Terry Quinn, Keith Sutherland, Lou Diamond Phillips, Charlie Sheen, Emilio Estevez, Dermot Maloney, and in a small role, minor role, Patrick Wayne, son of the Duke, John Wayne. In this movie, we're introduced to Doc and John Tunstall. Tunstall played by Terrence Stamp, and Doc played by Keith Sutherland. Now in town, they're getting supplies of something when they witness, they hear a gunshot and witness this guy running. And they end up taking the guy in, who basically tells them, hey, my name is William H. Bunny. He basically knows, a.k.a. Billy the Kid. And they take Billy in, and Billy meets others, Chavez, played by Lou Diamond Phillips, and Dick, played by his brother, Charlie Sheen. And in the movie, he discovers that he witnesses that there's an issue involving Tunstall and another guy named Murphy, played by Jack Palance. And he's got the chef and everything in his pocket, and he's trying to cause trouble for Tunstall. Well, one night they go out to this little shindig in town dancing, and Doc sees this Chinese girl who basically he sets his eyes on, only she is the ward of Murphy, and so it's like, well, I can't do nothing with you. And as they're coming back, they are attacked, and Tunstall is attacked and killed. And the regulators witness this, and they go to the old lawyer Alex, played by Terry Quinn, who's like, can't do, no one's, you even go to a judge like, no one's going to do anything, those are Murphy's men, no one's going to touch him, no one's going to cross Murphy, but they still get him to basically deputize the regulators to go after the murderers of Tunstall. Only Billy has, they want to bring them in alive so they can stand trial. Billy wants to kill him. And we see that it was the first guy who basically, he waits for the guy to go out to this outdoor bathroom, basically to catch the guy off guard and kill him. Eventually they kind of get, discover that one of their own is actually spy for Murphy, who, boom, he gets his head blown out. And when he's laying face down in the water, you can see the back of his head is wide open pretty much. And eventually, because of what Billy's doing, the bounty hunters and stuff are being sent after them, one of whom ends up wounding Doc and Chavez and killing Dick. And they decide that, basically they're going to go after the sheriff, who, he needs to be punished. They kill him in the middle of town in front of everybody, and some of the guys who are with the sheriff are killed, and now it's on. Now they are no longer got the 30 of the law. They're not deputized anymore. They got bounty hunters, they got lawmen, they got the military after them. This leads to a scene where that Alex is home, they have a big shootout, and they get their revenge. They kill Murphy. Alex dies, and there's some more death. Now this movie is actually a pretty cool movie. Emilio and Charlie, watching them act off each other, Emilio's kind of like the guy, I'm not serious, I'm the wild guy, I'm the loose cannon, and Dick is basically the serious, he's on Mr. Serious, and they kind of see the two of them butt heads. There's a scene where they look at the paper and they're like, oh, well, they got a picture of Billy, only it's not Billy. It's a drawing of Dick has Billy the Kid, and his description is not of Billy, it's of Dick. So he's like tall, handsome, guy, all the stuff that character Dick is not what Billy is. Now, another thing that makes this movie really interesting is, again, that Patrick Wayne's in it. He plays Pat Garrett. Now, we know historically Pat Garrett's the guy that goes on to gun down Billy. Well, he's played by Patrick Wayne in this movie, and there's a sequel to this where he's taken over by William Patterson, the guy who was on CSI Vegas, Las Vegas, or whatever. And but yeah, to see the interaction with them, knowing historically what goes on to happen between the real life Billy Kid and Pat Garrett, is interesting. And speaking of real life stuff, the main thing about this movie is backdrop is the Lincoln County Wars, which was what it's 1878 to 1881. Basically, this is telling, I guess, as a dramatization a bit of how the Lincoln County Wars ignited. In the second movie, I think it's supposed to be how the Lincoln County Wars ended. And it's a cool movie, very enjoyable. I do love westerns. I like older westerns. I eventually got out of some of the newer ones. Probably some point in the 90s, I started being like, they're not as good as they used to be. Young Guns 2 was probably the last western I really enjoyed. But yeah, this is a cool movie. I really, enjoy it. I hadn't watched it in years, but for this, I got to rewatch it, and I love Emilio Estevez's take on William H. Bonney. He's just got this charm, this mischievous grin before he does something. And I believe it's this one, or the second one, Tom Cruise played an extra in, and it might have been this one, where Tom Cruise plays an extra, but you got to look really close or whatever to see it's him. He gets killed off, I believe. I could be wrong, but it's like really like a background extra doing, I think maybe the final fight scene. Dude, if you've seen this movie, tell me what you think. In fact, if you got a favorite western, and mine is probably Young Guns 2. Tell me what's your favorite western. Tell me what you think about this movie. Anyways, I have got to go. I have got to go pick what my day 7 movie would be. I have an idea for what my day 6 movie would be, and it might be a romantic movie. My type of romantic movie. Anyways, I'm the Pacific Northwest Geek, and I will see you on the flip side. Toodaloo.